Hey guys, welcome to the Evidence of a New Substance Lab. Thank you guys for checking out my video. If you were absent, you need to watch this video, but first, before you begin, you need to read everything on this page all the way through because you're going to need this information to help do some of your questions on your lab. So take a minute to stop this video. All right, now that you guys have finished page 1, it's time to write your hypothesis. Please pause the video and read procedures 1 through 4 and underline the materials you're going to use in procedures 1 through 4. Now, time to write the first part of your hypothesis. If I combine, list all the materials you are combining in steps 1 through 4 only. Pause this video and press play when you're finished. Now I want you to take a look at procedure 5. Please underline the 2 materials you're going to combine in this section. Please pause the video and return when you're finished. Great. Now add that to the hypothesis. If I combine all the materials from procedure 1 through 4 with the materials in step 5, and take a second to write your prediction. Please pause the video so you can complete your hypothesis now. All right, guys, reading your procedures, the first thing you want to do is put on your safety goggles. You're going to pour 120 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide into the water bottle that I've already measured out. You're going to do 3 drops of food coloring. 1, 2, 3. Swirl around. And the next thing you're going to put 15 milliliters of dish soap. Swirl it around. Be sure not to put the cap on top. And put this to the side. Next, you're going to need 60 milliliters of warm water. I've already measured. 2 teaspoons of yeast, stir, and you're going to wait for 30 seconds. Make sure it's important, guys, that everything that you use, tools and science, are going to be separated. The only thing that should have been in this graduated cylinder is going to be H2O, all right, H2O2, excuse me, which is hydrogen peroxide. Everything in the small cylinder, H2O, which is water. Okay, the yeast needs to stay in this container for now, all right, and the soap is going to stay in the beaker. Everything else that was given is going to stay in the bottle that was pre-mixed, but your tools should always remain the same substances. All right, should be about ready. Pause the video and go ahead and fill out the check for understanding here. Does mixing the food coloring and hydrogen peroxide create a new substance? This is this substance here. If you're unsure, you need to go back and read page 1. It gives you the answer. Please make sure you use complete sentences. Mixing the food coloring and hydrogen peroxide creates a new substance because, or mixing the food coloring and hydrogen peroxide do not create a new substance because. All right, our yeast should be about ready, so here we go. I'm going to pick off the camera on this one. Got our substance. We're going to pour our warm water and yeast mix in. And I see gas being created. I can see from the bubbles. With my hands, I can feel the temperature here. It's a very warm temperature. All right, so that's a temperature change. The gas is being emitted. I saw a color change, which doesn't always necessarily mean a chemical change, but in this case it does. It's going to keep going, lots of fun to touch. It's safe. Hydrogen peroxide with 3% is not going to hurt you. 6% is harmful to the skin. And it's still going. As you can see, lots of gas being produced. And eventually, if you were to leave this out and eventually let the foam kind of die down, you're going to see some precipitate, little flakes at the bottom of this that indicate a new substance was formed. Write down your observations from the video you just watched and a check for understanding. Does the temperature of the foam tell you about the reaction that just occurred? Okay, please use complete sentences. You're going to do your circ, and a lot of it is guided for you. The purpose is going to be in the front page under essential question. You'll have to reword it to make it a purpose. Your evidence, you're going to list the evidence that you saw that indicated a new substance was being formed. Reasoning, the answers aren't going to be word for word for you on the front, but it's going to be generally the same information, so you'll kind of have to think through that. And finally, a conclusion. Restate the hypothesis and say whether it was supported or not supported. And reflection questions, please make sure you are using complete sentences because this is a major lab grade.